everybody. Welcome to the channel. We got some 1978 Yankees replay, and it is May 17th. The Yankees travel to Cleveland to take on the Indians for the first time this year. Let's take a look at the starting lineup here for the New York Yankees. Leading off, playing second base, Willie Randolph. Batting second, playing left field, Roy White. Batting third, doing the catching, Thurman Munson. Batting fourth, doing the DH is Reggie Jackson. Batting fifth, playing right field, Lou Piniella. Batting sixth, playing first base, Chris Chambliss. Batting seventh, playing third base, Greg Nettles. Batting eighth, playing center field, Paul Blair. And batting ninth, playing shortstop, Bucky Dent. And on the mound for the Yankees is Ed Figueroa. Take a look now at the Indians starting lineup. We got leading off, playing right field, Paul Dodd. Batting second, playing center field, Rick Manning. Batting third, playing shortstop, Larvell Blanks. Batting fourth, doing the DH, Mike Vail. Batting fifth, playing third base, Buddy Bell. Batting sixth, playing left field is Johnny Grubb. Batting seventh, playing first base, Andrew Thornton. Batting eighth and doing the catching is Ron Hassey. Batting ninth, playing second base is Dwayne Kuiper. And on the mound, doing the pitching for the Indians is Rick Watts. Let's get down here to Cleveland and get this game started. And before we start this game, we're going to move the fielders around a little bit here. First time in Cleveland. Reset these guys. Start with first. Move him back a little bit. Second, move him over and back. Short, the same thing. Third, the same. Excuse me. Put left field over here a little bit. Center field looks pretty good. Move right field a little bit. Alrighty, and now we'll get back to the game here. Alrighty, now we're ready for the first pitch to Willie Randolph. Randolph batting .298 on the year, 1 homer, and 13 RBIs going up against Rick Watts. This is his 7th appearance. He's 1-5 with a 2.72 ERA. And that's going to be a ground ball. What happened to Bell? Okay, let's go back here. Bell ended up out in the outfield for some reason. Fix that real quick. Probably when I clicked on left field, it didn't move him, did it? Nope. There we go. Now we got it sorted out. And we're ready to go now. Now we got Bell down at third, and that's a ground ball down to him. He'll fire over to Thornton for out number 1. 1 up and 1 down here for the Yankees in the top of the first. That brings up Roy White. White's batting .282 on the year. He's got 7 homers, 2 homers, and 7 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Dode in right field. Dade, right field. And that brings up Thurman Munson. And Munson's batting .288. 3 homers and 19 RBI. And that's going to be another fly ball out to right. Yankees go down 1, 2, 3. To the bottom of the first we go. Dade, Manning, and blanks due up. And Paul Dade is batting .269. He has 2 homers and 12 RBIs. And he'll be facing Ed Figueroa. He's had 7 starts on the year. He's 5-0 with a 2.6 ERA. And that's going to be a base hit, infield hit. And Cleveland's got the first batter aboard here. And that'll bring up Manny. And Rick is batting .250 with 1 homer and 6 RBIs. And that's going to be against the righty. 15. That's going to be another infield hit, and they're nickel and diming Figueroa here, folks. Back-to-back singles. Nobody out for blanks. Yankees desperately need a double play ball here. Runner down at second and first. Blanks is batting a .180, 2 homers and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a 16. And another infield hit. That's going to field the bases, folks. It's just little dribblers that nobody can get to. And the bases are juiced. Yankees will play back, not trying to give up a big inning here. Needs the double play. Mike Vail up batting .333. No homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a fly ball out the center field with Blair. And that's going to be 56. That's probably going to be deep enough to get the runner in. And that'll be no throw there. Let's see if they're going to try to advance the runner from second. I don't think they will. He's going to stay put. Throw comes in. So it's going to be a sacrifice fly. And the first out. Indians lead this game 1-0. And Buddy Bell steps up to the plate now. Bell hitting .289, 1 homer and 5 RBIs. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. They're going to bust this game open quickly against Ed. This will be the first hard hit ball of the inning. And that ball is driven into left field. In the left field, that's going to score Manning. Let's see if it's going to score blanks from first. Let's see here. 42. 35. Plus a 12. He's going to stay put at third. So that's an RBI double. And we got second and third now. With 1 out. The Yankees are going to bring the infield in. Try to keep this 1-2 run inning here. So we got second and third. 1 out. And Grubb's up. Johnny Grubb batting .268 on the year with 5 homers and 19 RBIs. And that's going to be against a righty, a 14. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. See if that's another sacrifice fly. Roll a dice here. 51. 28. There'll be a play at the plate here. 54 or lower. He's safe at home, and it'll be 3-0 Indians here. And he's safe. That's a sacrifice fly by Grubb. And just like that, it's 3-0 Cleveland. Before the Indian fans get to sit down, you see the Yankees record here and Cleveland's record. Yankees are 22-9, 167 runs batted in, 57 home runs, 19 stolen bases, and 6 times they've been caught. Cleveland has the exact opposite record. They're 9-22, 117 runs, 34 homers, 8 stolen bases, and been caught 7 times. Now you got Thornton up, the runner down at second and 2 outs. Cleveland up by 3 though. And that's going to be against 19. That's going to be a fly ground ball down the short. That fires over the first in the inning, but Indians score 3. Go to the top of the second, 3-0. Jackson, Piniella, and Chambliss up. Reggie's batting .322 on the year with 12 homers and 30 RBI. And that's going to be against a lefty. 19. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Blanks has got it. Nice play by him to rob Reggie of a base hit. And that'll be 1 out. Lou Piniella's up now. Lou's batting .359. 2 homers and 14 RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. 2 quick outs here for the Yanks. As Aaron Reed and Larry Harris joins us here. Chris Chambliss up now, batting .289 with 2 homers and 17 RBI. And that's going to be a base on the ball. The Yankees will take it. They need some base runners here. Brings up Greg Nettles now. First base runner for the Yanks. Nettles is batting .270 on the year. Got 7 homers, 21 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Nettles out. Yankees strand 1. We go to the bottom of the second. We got the bottom part of the order due up here for the Tribe. Hasse, Kuiper, and then back to Dade at the top of the order. Ron Hasse's batting .182, no homers, and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. That'll be the first strikeout of the game by Ed. Hopefully he settled down after that rough start. He got nickeled and dimed there in that first inning. And Dwayne Kuiper's up batting .340 on the year, 2 homers and 6 RBIs. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. So the Indians get a 1-out single. Back to the top of the order. And Paul singled his first time up. Yankees could use a double play ball here. Got some speedy runners on the pads here. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. I don't think they're going to be able to turn 2, though. 3 on a 9. That'll be fielding column 2. They'll get the runner out at first. And Kuiper will get down to second. Now with 2 outs. Runner down in scoring position for Rick Manning. And Manning singled his first time up. Can Ed get out of this with nobody scoring and keep it a 3-0 ball game? And he will. That's another ground ball to Bucky. He fires over to Chambliss. So the Indians strand 1. We go to the top of the third. We got Blair, Dent, and then back to Randolph. And Paul Blair's batting .167, no homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Manning should make the play out there. Good fielding center fielder. And he does. Makes a nice catch. Robs Blair of a base hit there. And that'll bring up Bucky Dent. And Bucky gets something going here with 1 out. He's batting .263, a homer, and 12 RBIs. And that's going to be against a lefty. That'll be an 11. That will be a base hit. Just drops in out there in left field. Grubb can't get to it. Bucky's aboard here. The first hit of the game for the Yanks. As Thunder's rolling outside. And brings up Willie now with a runner down at first. And Randolph grounded out to third his first time up. And that's going to be a foul ball behind home plate. Hassey makes the catch for out number 2. So it's up to Roy White to keep this inning going here. White, he grounded, flew out the right his first time up. And that's going to be popped up down the short. Blanks has got it. That ends the inning. Yankees strand 1. To the bottom of the 3rd we go. Talking about Blanks, he'll lead it off here in the bottom of the 3rd, followed by Vail and Bale, the Vail and Bale show. And Blanks, he singled and came around to score in that 1st inning. And that's going to be another single for Blanks. He starts off this inning with a leadoff single in the right. Mike Vail up now. And Vail had a sacrifice fly his first time up. Here's the pitch to Mike. And that's going to be against a 16. And that's going to be a single in the right field. And Blanks will stop at second. Just like the 1st inning, back-to-back singles here in the 3rd. Ed get out of this mess with nobody scoring this time. 1st and 2nd and nobody out for Buddy Bell. He doubled into the last time. And not this time. That's exactly what the doctor ordered here, folks. That is a ground ball down the 2nd. Pitcher's best friend over to Dent, over to Chambliss. A 4-6-3 double play. The runner will get down the 3rd, but now there's 2 outs. That was a big play by Randolph and the crew. That brings up Grubb. He had a sacrifice fly his first time up. Here's the pitch to Johnny. That's going to be a ground ball down to Bucky. That'll end the inning, and the Yankees do indeed get out of that with nobody scoring. The top of the 4th we go. Got the big boys due up here for the Yankees. Munson, Jackson, and Piniella. Thurman flew out the right his first time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. The Yankees will take it. Got the leadoff batter aboard here. Here comes the straw that stirs the drink. Mr. October himself, Reggie Jackson. He grounded out to short his first time up. And that's going to be against the 19. That is going to be a fly ball in the center field, and Johnny makes a nice catch. And again, Reggie's hitting into some bad luck here today. That's 1 down now. Up to the plate steps Lou Piniella. He grounded out the 2nd his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right. Now there's 2 outs. Munson still down there at 1st. Chris Chambliss to deliver here, folks. Here's the pitch to Chambliss. And the rain starts to fall here in Hagerstown, and that'll be a fly ball out the left. And the leadoff walk goes nowhere. To the bottom of the 4th we go. Thornton, Hassey, and Kuiper, the bottom 3 for the Indians. Thornton, he grounded out to short his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Randolph. Over to Chambliss for out number 1. Ron Hassey up now. Ron struck out his first time up. And that's going to be another strikeout. Only 2 strikeouts of the game for Edsman Hassey. Now Kuiper's up. He singled his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Nettles. And that'll be a 1-2-3 inning for the Indians. To the top of the 5th we go. We got Nettles, Blair, and Dent, the bottom part of the order, due up. Greg struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball back to Watts. He fires over to Thornton for out number 1. Paul Blair got robbed of a base hit his first time up. Nice play out there by Manning. And this time that's going to be a fly ball out the right field for out number 2. Dent gets something going again. Dent singled his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left. The Yankees go down in order. We go to the bottom of the fifth. It's still 3-0 Indians. We got the top of the order due up here in the bottom of the fifth. Dade, Manning, and blanks. Paul's 1 for 2, singled and grounded out to short. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. And that ball is hit into the gap in right field for a leadoff double. And Ed needs to keep that runner down at second. Down by 3. The Yankees ain't giving him much help at the plate. Only 1 hit so far for the Yanks. And up to the plate now is Rick Manning. He's singled and grounded out to short. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Can Willie look him back? The runner will get down to third. So that'll be a ground ball. And the runner will advance. The Yankees are bringing the infield in, folks. Looks like it's going to be hard to score some runs off of Watts here today. Blanks is 2 for 2, 2 singles. Here's the pitch frame. And that's going to be probably another single against the 16. And yep, that's going to be a single in the left field. And that'll score another run. It's 4-0 Cleveland. Blanks down at first. Mike Bale's up now. Still only 1 out. Runner down at first. Bale's 1 for 1. He's got a sacrifice fly, and he singled his last time up. And against the 16, that's going to be another single in the right field. And Blanks will stop at second. And all of a sudden, the Indians trying to bust this game open. Buddy Bale's having a fine game here. Runners on first and second. He is 1 for 2 with a 2 RBI double. He also grounded into a 4-6-3 double play. The Yankees will take another one of those. And that's hit down the third. Can Gray go around the horn and get it? That is the question. Got one of the best fielding third basemen down there. And he's going to step on the bag, fire over to first. That's a 5-5-3 double play. And that ends the inning. Nice play by Nettles. Helps that out, but 1 run scores. It's 4-0. We go to the top of the 6th. The top of the order's got to get something going here for the Yankees. Down by 4, Randolph is grounded out and popped up. And that's going to be a rare play of 51 on a 36. And that's going to be ball. Strike 1 to Willie. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that's a base on balls. Willie works the count and gets on base. Hopefully that's a sign of good things to come here for the Yanks. Roy White's up now. He is flown out the right, popped up the short. And he gets a hold of this one, and all of a sudden Watts is having some problems. How big was that run there? And that's going to be a double in the right field. Willie's got excellent speed. Is he going to be able to score here? Dade has a decent arm out there. That will be a 42. 18. 29. 29. 55 or lower, he scores. And they throw him out at the plate, folks. That's an RB. That was a double. And Randolph gets thrown out at home. The Yankees can't buy a break here, folks. So now you got White down at second and 1 out. Nice play out there by Paul. Munson's up now. He's 0 for 1. He has flew out the right end wall. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And the runner will 53 on an 8. Runner will probably get down the third here. The rain comes down pretty good. And a runner get down the third. Now there's 2 outs for Reggie Jackson. Roy White down at third. Can Reggie deliver here, folks? Nice to see a homer here cut the lead in half, get the Yankees back in this game. And nope, he hits a high drive in the right field, but there's room out there. That'll be out number 3. The Yankees strand 1. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's still 4-0 Cleveland. We got Grubb, Thornton, and Hassey due up here. Johnny is 0 for 1. A sacrifice fly and grounded out to short. And that's going to be a comebacker. Ed's got it. He fires over to first for out number 1. Andre Thornton's up now. He's grounded out to second and short. And that's going to be a pop-up down the second. Willie's got it for out number 2. Ron Hassey's up now. He struck out twice. Didn't Ed give him the hat trick here. And nope, that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Let's see if Nettles can make a nice play down here. That will be fielding column 2. Greg. And that's going to be an E5. Nettles makes an error, keeps this inning alive here for Cleveland. Only sure-handed Nettles has that play. Kuiper's up. He singled and grounded out the Nettles. And that's going to be a fly ball. Blair makes the catch. Now to win the inning, we go to the top of the 7th. The Yankees need to get some runs on the board, down by 4. Only 2 hits in this game. Ricky Watts pitching one hell of a game. Lou is 0 for 2, grounded out and flew out. And that's going to be against the lefty at 12. That's going to be a leadoff single. It drops right in front of Grubbs. He can't make the catch. The Yankees get the leadoff batter aboard here. Here comes Chambliss now. Let's see if Chris can do some damage. He's walked and flown out the left. And that's going to be a catcher is a 6 on a 32. Not a very good fielding catcher. And that'll be fielding column 2. That'll be a rare play. The runner down at first. 41. Let's see what it is here. A 12. 41. 25. I'll be hit back to the mound. And they're going to get Piniella in a rundown, folks. Lou gets picked off. Gets picked off at first. Ain't that something? So Lou gets picked off. Not the Yankees' day at all, is it? So now there's 1 out. Nobody on for Chambliss. Yankees are running themselves out of this game. Chris now with the pitch to him. And, of course, he's probably going to get a base hit here. 13. No, that's going to be a nice play out there by Johnny Grubbs. He makes the catch for out number 2. Nice defense here by the Indians today. Greg Nettles now 0 for 2, struck out and grounded out to the pitcher. And that's going to be a fly ball out the center. And that'll end the inning. The Yankees had a base hit, but he got picked off. We go to the 7th inning stretch. It's 4-0 Cleveland. We got the top of the order due up here for the Tribe. Dave, Manning, and Blanks. Paul is 2 for 3. He's got a single and a double, grounded out to short. And that's going to be against the righty. 18. And that's going to be a nice play down at short by Bucky Dent. Takes a base hit away from Paul for out number 1. And Rick Manning's up now. He's 1 for 3. He has singled and grounded out to second and short. And that'll be a 15. That's going to be an infield hit for Rick Manning. He's aboard here with 1 out for the Indians. Here comes the guy having a good game, Blanks. He is 3 for 3 today, folks. He has 3 singles here. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Bucky Dent over to Willie. Over to Chambliss. 6-4-3 double play ends the inning. The Yankees need some runs in the 8th. They are trailing by 4. You got the bottom part of the order due up here for the Yanks. Blair, Dent, and then back to Willie. Paul is 0 for 2. He's had 1 hit taken away out there by Rick Manning and flew out the right the other time. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound for out number 1. Here comes Bucky Dent now. As you can see, Cleveland's schedule. They got 1 more game here against the Yankees. Then Baltimore comes to town for 4 games. Bucky's got 1 of the 3 hits. He singled and flew out the left. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. So Bucky gets aboard again. One of the bright spots here for the Yankees today. Willie get a 1-out rally started here, folks. Willie is 0 for 2. He has walked, popped up to the catcher, and grounded out to short. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Manning in center. Round number 2. Roy White to keep this inning alive. Yankees don't want to have to score 4 runs in the 9th. Roy White does have a double here today. And he gets a hold of this one again. Roy White and Bucky Dent's the only guys with hitting here against Rick. And that ball is blasted in right field. And White's going to run for a while. And that's going to be an RBI triple. The Yankees now making some noise. And they at least cut the lead in half here with Munson up. That's going to get the bullpen up now for the Indians after Rick Watts was cruising through 7. They go out and talk to him as bullpen starts to stretch. Munson is 0 for 2. He's walked, grounded out, and flown out. And Munson, 1 swing at a bat can make this a 1-run game, folks. And they don't want no parts of Munson. They're going to walk him. Might be a smart move. When Reggie Jackson's up now, even though it's the lefty-lefty. So 1st and 3rd here for the straw that stirs the drink. A swing here ties this ball game up. This is what Reggie's paid for, folks. And he comes through with a strikeout. Reggie goes down swinging. The Yankees strand 2, score 1. We go to the bottom of the 8th. That's going to be it for Ed. Let's see who's going to come out of the bullpen here. Yankees ain't got much in the bullpen. Sure in the hell ain't using Goose. So I guess Sparky Lau's going to come out of the bullpen. Eastwick, I guess, will. We'll go with Eastwick. So Eastwick's going to be going up against, what did I do? Cancel that. Cancel that. Put Eastwick in the game here. Eastwick's going to have Vail, Bale, and Grubb up here. This is Eastwick's 9th appearance. He's got no record, no saves with a 3.52 ERA. Here's the pitch. Mike's 2 for 2. And he finally gets him out. That's a ground ball down the Nettles for out number 1. And here comes Buddy Bell. He's having a good game on 1 for 3. RBI double in this game. And that's going to be against the righty. 9. That's going to be a single in the left field. Bell's aboard here. And Johnny Grubb up now. The runner down at first and 1 out. Can Eastwick get a double play ball here and get out of this? Yankees have turned a couple today. Grubb is a sacrifice fly and grounded out the short and to the pitcher. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. And can they turn 2 is the question. They'll get the lead runner down at second and Bell. But that'll be it. So now you got Grubb down at first for Thornton with 2 outs now. Thornton is 0 for 3. 2 ground outs and a pop-up. And not this time. Thornton gets a hold of this off of Eastwick. And that ball is hit in the right field. And let's see here. Dude doesn't have a very good arm. He should get down to third easily with 2 outs. He'll get down there with no throw. So that's a single. Runner down at third. First and third now. Eastwick's got to keep this a 3-run ball game. 2 outs now. And we got Ron Hasse up. Hasse has struck out twice and reached on an error. Can they get him the old hat trick here? And that's going to be a fly ball out to Roy White. That'll end the inning. The Tribe strand 2. We go to the top of the 9th. Yankees need 3 to tie. Rick Watts is trying for a complete game here, folks. You got Piniella due up, followed by Chambliss and Nettles. And old Lou gets a hold of this. And that ball is hit in the right field. That's a leadoff double. Lou Piniella has a nice game. He's 2 for 4. Here comes Chris Chambliss. He's been struggling here today. He does have a walk. He's 0 for 2. And Chambliss cut this lead in half. The bullpen's getting up in a hurry for Cleveland again. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Chambliss out for out number 1. Now you got Greg Nettles up. Nettles is 0 for 3. Struck out, grounded out, and flown out. And that's going to be a ground ball in front of home plate. Hasse's not that good, but he pounces on this one. That's for sure. 12. Yep, I'll barely be fielding column 1. And that's a pop-up in fair territory. And Hasse makes the catch for out number 2. So the Yankees down to the last at bat. And Paul Blair. That Thunder's rocking now. Blair is 0 for 3. He's flown out to center right and grounded out to the pitcher. Can Blair keep this game alive? Nope. It's going to be a ground ball down to blanks over to first. And that's your ball game. Cleveland wins 4-1. Nice job by Watts. Yeah, Buddy Bell, I liked him as a third baseman. He was a good ball player. The whole Bell family, that was a good family. So let's take a look here at the box score. Yankees 1 run on 6 hits and 1 error. The Indians 4 runs, 13 hits and no errors. You had Roy White and Lou Piniella. Bucky Dent all had good games. Looking at the Yankees, 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position. Left 7 men on base. Look at the top of that order for the Tribe. 1 through what? 6? All with 1 through 5. 1 through 5 with 2 hits. Day 2 for 4. Manning 2 for 4. Blanks 3 for 4. Vale 2 for 3. Bell 2 for 4. He was only 3 for 10 with runners in scoring position though. Left 7 men on base. Ed Figueroa picks up his first loss of the year, drops to 5-1. 7 innings, 11 hits, 4 runs, struck out 2. Eastwick comes in, pitches an inning, 2 hits. And Rick Watts goes the distance, picks up his second win. He's 2-5, 9 innings, 6 hits, 1 run, walked 4, struck out 3. Play some fast play here in the American League. Got Nolan Ryan traveling to Chicago to take on the White Sox. See what old Nolan can do here. And the A's win a shutout. Nolan Ryan shuts the door on them. 1 run on 7 hits and no errors. The White Sox, no runs, 4 hits, and no errors. See how many strikeouts the Ryan Express had. Only 6 strikeouts, go with 5 walks. That's an abnormal pitching stat for Ryan. You got the Tigers taking on the Milwaukee Brewers. And the Brewers win a close one, 8-6 on 10 hits and no runs. The Tigers, 6 runs, 11 hits, and no errors. And the last game here in the American League is the Oakland A's traveling to Texas to take on the Rangers. And the Rangers shut out the A's. 4 runs on 6 hits and no errors for the Rangers. A's, no runs, 5 hits and 1 error. Wonder why they took him out of the game with a shutout going. He came in to pitch. He only had 3 walks and 4 hits. Don't understand that, but they took him out. Let's take a look here at the standings and the leaderboard. Yankees now are only a game and a half up on the Red Sox. Tigers are 3 back. The Brewers 3.5. Blue Jays 6 back. Orioles 9. And the Indians pick up a game, 12 back. Out west, the Twins are 3.5 up on Chicago. 4.5 Oakland A's are back. 6 games back are the Angels. Kansas City 7.5. Texas 8. And the Mariners 9. How about that? Lou Piniella is leading the American League with a .366 batting average. Reggie with his 12 home runs along with Gorman Thomas. Jim Rice with 38 RBIs. Louis Tiant with his 1.03 ERA. Larry Sorensen with 6 wins. The Goose with 9 saves. Jim Rice leading in MVP voting. And Larry Sorensen leading in the Cy Young votes. I want to thank Larry Harris and Aaron Reed for stopping in tonight. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell for reminders. And on your way out of the Mistake by the Lake, hit that like button and leave a comment. Till next time, y'all have a great day and take care.